welcome to the Icu Tv main news. Now, let's take a look at the stories that are making headlines. Nalumango warns against irresponsible journalism. Zambia reaffirms global leadership in school meals at Brazil summit. And 23-year-old stabbed to death in Mazabuka. And in international news, Malawi police arrest 8 for alleged election fraud. And on the sports front, Nkana ordered to pay 500,000 kwacha to former players in FAS ruling. And we'll be right back with the details on the other side. Well, with the news in detail, my name is Maluba Eric J. Mwanamujende. The Vice President, Nalumango, has urged media practitioners in Zambia to uphold professionalism, to uphold professionalism and avoid equating irresponsible journalism with media freedom. Speaking through the Minister of Information and Media and Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwetwa, who represented her at the 23rd Misa Zambia Platinum and Golden Awards in Lusaka last night, Mrs. Nalumango reaffirmed government's commitment to ensuring a conducive environment for media growth. She noted that under the new Dawn administration, media freedom has been enhanced, but cautioned against misuse of this space. The Vice President stressed that freedom of the press should not be a license for hate speech, insults, or deliberate provocation, as these practices compromise the integrity and professionalism of the industry. Mrs. Nalumango called on journalists, media owners, and media development organizations to demonstrate unity of purpose, highlighting the need for a common, clear, and shared vision for the sector. She cited the World Press Freedom Day commemorations as an example of how the industry can come together to build stronger partnerships and networks. While she further highlighted government's decision to grant a 3-year tax holiday on broadcasting equipment, a move intended to empower media houses to modernize their operations, expand their reach, and improve content quality. As Zambia heads toward the 2026 general elections, Mrs. Nalumango also reminded the media for their responsibility to act as vessels for peace and unity. Zambia reaffirmed its global leadership in child nutrition and education at the 2nd Global Summit of the School Meals Coalition held in Fortaleza, Brazil. Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary for Education Services, Dr. Kelvin Mambwe, represented Zambia at the high-level meeting, which brought together delegates from more than 80 countries. Dr. Mambwe says Zambia's homegrown school meals program is now reaching over 4 million children across the country, which plans to expand to 5 million by next year.
Progress we are making at home. Through the Homegrown School Meals program, we are currently reaching over 4 million children across the country. Our target is to increase that number to 5 million children by next year. Under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, Zambia continues to prioritize education as a key pillar for national development, poverty reduction, and citizen empowerment. The President's vision is clear. Every child must be in school, learning and thriving, and school meals are essential to making that vision a reality. When children are fed at school, they are more likely to attend, concentrate, and succeed. Our program also supports local farmers and boosts community livelihoods by sourcing food locally. Because of this strong commitment, the Global Child Nutrition Forum has announced its desire for Zambia to host the Global Child Nutrition Forum, an alternative of the School Meal Summit held every 2 years in 2026 right in Lusaka pending cabinet approval. This is a major recognition of Zambia's leadership and the progress we have made in linking nutrition, education and development. As the UPND government, we remain focused and committed. We will continue investing in school meals, not just as a social program, but as a foundation for building a better Zambia, health and a more prosperous Zambia. When we feed a child, we fuel their future. When we educate a nation, we shape its destiny. Kelvin Mambo, Permanent Secretary of Education Services, Zambia. Thank you very much.
And 70 Zambian apprentices have today left for Zimbabwe to undergo advanced skills training in programs not yet available locally. The group will train at Harare Polytechnic in courses such as construction engineering, garment construction, beauty therapy, irrigation engineering, and refrigeration. Technology and Science Minister Felix Mutati, who flagged off the team this morning, said the initiative shows government's commitment to building skills, boosting innovation, and enhancing employability. And Teveta Board Chairperson Ngoza Nkwabilo said the program will allow Zambia to tap into Zimbabwe's strong skills development systems, helping young people gain competitiveness and create economic opportunities. Meanwhile, Teveta Director General Cleophas Takaiza explained that the training follows a memorandum of understanding between Teveta and Harare Polytechnic aimed at offering Zambians opportunities in areas not yet provided at higher levels locally. The apprentices who hold level 3 and 4 Zambian qualifications framework certificates will now undergo hands-on training at one of the region's top centers of excellence in competence-based education. The Chikankata-Kasamu Road project has officially kicked off, marking a major step in government's push to improve road infrastructure across the country. A 32-kilometer stretch in Zambia, a 32-kilometer stretch is being upgraded to bituminous standard at a cost of 369 million kwacha. The constructor on site has pledged to deliver the project within 15 months, well ahead of schedule.
Work has started on the Chikankata-Kasamu Road in Southern Province. The groundbreaking took place in mid-September 2025, ending years of waiting for this stretch of the road to be rebuilt. Now, this is a 32-kilometer D387 road. It's being upgraded from gravel to paved bituminous standards. The contract is worth over 369 million kwacha and has been awarded to a joint venture between China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation and Cars Concrete Solutions Limited.
Mafio rero kutulia maningi road wa hamyota so ndabona uteji no yatu kwa maningi kambo inwa eti emana kubambwa olomiulo byo njetu badaliha ila jogansi fiero consumption myota la jogansi maspare zitwagireka kugura stage yandiko mani hamaningi
road iri mbona ndigambo uti kumpero kuliji badela ali mu kuliji golo ali mu kulima farmers nombo batalije kuberegera mu ibubi bulawo ali mu gisigira sumu.
The contractor has pledged to finish the works in 15 months, earlier than the original schedule of 18 months. This road matters. Farmers in the area will move their crops faster. Children will reach schools safely. Patients will get to health facilities right on time. The road will cut costs for traders and create a safer, more reliable connection for everyone who depends on it. Now, President Hakainde Hichilema has been very clear. Roads must connect communities and open opportunities. The Chikankata-Kasamu project is one.
And now, the Guangxi Autonomous Region of China has announced open check scholarships for Zambians to study artificial intelligence and science. These scholarships come through renewed sister city cooperation between Zambia's Southern Province and Guangxi Province. Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjoa says the program will empower young people with cutting-edge skills, urging Zambians to take advantage once agreements are finalized. Mr. Nanjoa, who is in China with the South Expo 2025 committee, also invited Chinese investors to tap into Zambia's favorable business climate. And Guangxi Vice Governor Hu Fan reaffirmed the region's commitment to strengthening cooperation, saying the partnership will open more platforms for advancing knowledge in AI and technology. While we go on our first break, we'll be right back with more of our local stories.
The Information and Communications University is striving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, business, and education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Well, thank you for staying tuned. Now to continue with our local stories. Police in Lusaka are investigating a case of sudden death after the body of a young man was discovered this morning at New Chile Play Park in Chilenje. The incident was reported to Chilenje police station around 7:30 hours. Officers rushed to the scene where they found the body of an unidentified male believed to be between 20 and 27 years old.
Chilenje Police Station reports a case of sudden death which occurred today, the 20th of September 2025 at around 07:30 hours. The report was received through the control room that a dead body had been discovered at New Chile Play Park within Chilenje area. Shortly thereafter, the same report was made by Mary Msonda of New Chilenje Township. Officers rushed to the scene and found the body of a non-male person aged between 20 and 27 years of a non-residency. The deceased was found lying on the ground, facing upwards with visible bruises on both legs and a swollen neck. He was dressed in black jeans, trousers, and a green Liverpool jersey. The body has been deposited at the investigating hospital mortuary awaiting postmortem to ascertain the cause of death and burial. An inquiry file has been opened and investigations into the matter have commenced. More information will be availed in due course. Thank you.
Now, in other news, a warehouse belonging to Lovely Enterprise has been completely gutted by fire in Lusaka's Emersdale area. The incident happened in the early hours of today around 24:15 hours, destroying kitchenware, hardware, and a company motor vehicle, a Mitsubishi Canter light truck. Police spokesperson Mr. Ray Hamonga says the value of the destroyed property has not yet been established.
Emersdale Police Station today, the 20th of September 2025 at around 00:30 hours, received a report of a fire incident from Mr. Muhammad Soyabu, 835, of a non-house number in Kamala, who is an accountant for Lovely Enterprise. He reported on behalf of the company that a warehouse containing various kitchenware and hardware was completely gutted by fire, and a company motor vehicle, a Mitsubishi Canter light truck bearing registration number CAC 1104ZM, was also burnt. The value of the destroyed property has already been established by management. The incident occurred today, the 20th of September 2025, at approximately 00:15 hours in light industrial area of Chanumsonda Road. Brief facts are that on the material date and time, the reporter received a phone call from Mr. Uvis Luhar, who informed him that the warehouse had caught fire. The matter was immediately reported to the police and officers rushed to the scene. Fire brigade officers from Lusaka City Council responded, who were later joined by their counterparts from the Zambia Army, Zambia Air Force, and Trade Kings, who worked together to put out the fire. The cause of the fire has already been established and an inquiry file has been opened, and investigations are underway. More details will be communicated in due course. Thank you.
And police say this. A 23-year-old man has been stabbed to death in Mazabuka's Changa compound. And police say the suspect, identified as Yangula Maybin Kuku, attacked Peter Kolala on September 18th after a confrontation linked to a damaged taxi windscreen. Southern Province Police Commissioner Oxensho Daka explains that the incident stemmed from a quarrel the previous night when a man visiting the suspect's cousin sparked anger that led to the smashing of a vehicle. And the following evening, Kolala returned to negotiate with friends, but was pursued and was fatally stabbed in the chest. And he was rushed to Mazabuka General Hospital, but was pronounced dead on arrival. The suspect is still on the run, and police have launched a manhunt as investigations continue. Now we take another break. We'll be right back with international news. Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development. Welcome back, and now in our international news. Police in Malawi have arrested 8 people for alleged electoral fraud as the country waits for the final results on Tuesday's general election. Inspector General Marilyn Yolamu said the suspects, who were working as data entry clerks, had been trying to manipulate the figures. Malawi's 2019 election was marred by controversy when the highest court annulled then President Peter Mutharika's victory, citing widespread irregularities. As a result, Malawi's Electoral Commission is on high alert for any potential issues, and official tallies so far suggest Mutharika is leading the race for the presidency, with incumbent Lazarus Chakwera in second place. And still in international news, Estonia has requested a consultation with other NATO members after Russian warplanes violated its airspaces on Friday morning. 3 Russian MiG-31 fighter jets entered the Estonian skies without permission and remained there for a total of 12 minutes over the Gulf of Finland. Italy, Finland, and Sweden scrambled the jets under NATO's mission to bolster its eastern flank. A NATO spokesperson said it was yet another example of reckless Russian behavior and NATO's ability to respond. And Russia denied violating Estonian airspace, but tensions have been escalating recently after Poland and Romania, both NATO members. Now we take our final break and we'll be right back with sports news.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Nkana Moyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
Oh, you are still watching the Icu Tv news, and now we get down to the sports front. Nkana Football Club has been ordered to pay more than $500,000 kwacha to 3 former players following a ruling by the Football Association of Zambia's Player Status Committee. The players Mangani Banda, Gift Zulu, and Shadrack Musonda were awarded compensation for breach of contract. And Banda and Musonda will share a combined 400,000 kwacha, while Zulu will receive 155,000 kwacha. The ruling, delivered on September 17th, is part of a wider decision involving 6 players and 1 coach whose contracts were unlawfully terminated. Chambeshi Football Club has also been ordered to pay former coach Ernest Mwelwa 73,000 kwacha and player Harrison Kaonga 96,000 kwacha. Kitwe United must settle 127,000 kwacha owed to Heatherstone Chingambo and 98,000 kwacha for Oswald Simpamba. And Indeni Football Club has been directed to pay Isa Kazembe more than 66,000 kwacha, covering gratuity, signing on fees, and interest. The ruling signal FAZ's tough stance on contract violations across Zambian football. And more in our sports news. Zambia's 4x400-meter men's relay team is back in action at the 2025 World Champions after receiving their allowances ahead of tonight's heats. The athletes had boycotted the competition on Friday, demanding payments for past tournaments. But with the issue now addressed, the team has confirmed readiness to compete in Heat 2 at 19:35 local time, 12:35 hours Zambian time. And Zambian Athletics General Secretary Teddy Shimishi says allowances for previous competitions will be settled after the championships once payment records are reconciled. Shimishi has urged the athletes to focus on delivering their best performance for the nation. Now we have come to the end of the main news, but before we go, let's take a look at the stories that made headlines. Nalumango warns against irresponsible journalism. And Zambia reaffirms global leadership in school meals at Brazil summit. 23-year-old stabbed to death in Mazabuka. In international news, Malawi police arrest 8 for alleged election fraud. And on the sports front, Nkana ordered to pay 500,000 kwacha to former players in FAZ ruling. Well, thank you so much for watching the Icu TV main news. Please do make sure to catch us live every 20 hours for the main news and 12 hours for the lunchtime news. Please do catch us on our Facebook platforms. That is Icu TV for our Facebook page, and our website, that is icutvzm.com. I've been your anchor this evening, Maluba Eric J. Mwana Mojende. Have a lovely good evening.